What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today I am going to be showing you guys what's in my makeup bag, and I'm super excited for this video because I've never done a video like this before, and I used to never wear makeup even back in high school, and so I'm super excited to show you guys what's in my makeup bag. But before I get started, be sure to go and like my last video, which is a apartment tour of my dorm. I'm no longer in the dorm. I'm home for the summer. You can see by the background, this is not a dorm room. This is my room at home. So be sure to go and like that video, and then please also subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me if you guys subscribe to my channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I'm just kind of gonna go show you guys the items that I use in order when I do my makeup. As you can see, I did my makeup today because I worked today and I didn't want to look like a zombie, so I put on some makeup. So I'm going to show you the first thing. So this is the concealer that I use. It's called It Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer, and it's in the shade 13.0 Light Natural. So that's the concealer, and then they do have a smaller size of this one. I just chose to get the bigger one because I use a lot of concealer, and as you can see, I have very, very dark circles under my eyes, so I have to kind of, put a lot, especially under here. And then also because my face is very it's very like wide, so I have to put a lot like on my cheek area, so but yes, this is the concealer that I use. And then let me see if I can find the smaller size concealer. I know I have one in here with all my other stuff. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so this is the smaller size of it. Same thing, just smaller size tube, and I can put them together so you can kind of see the difference. So this is the bigger tube. It's more fat, as you would call it. And then this is the smaller size, and it's skinny, but still the same thing. 13.0 natural, that's my shade. So that's my concealer. So basically what I do before anything, before I even put on my makeup, what I do is I take a cotton ball and I take some of the toner and I put it all over my face, and it just kind of like gets my face prepped for my makeup for the day, and just kind of adds a little bit of like moisture and kind of hydrates my skin, because I do have very, very dry skin. So if I don't use that, then my face is just gonna look like it's literally like I literally got a sunburn and like my skin is literally peeling. So that's why I always use the toner first, and I don't have it with me. It's actually in the bathroom, but I can actually go and grab it real quick. So let me do that. 1 second. Okay guys, I'm back. So this is the toner that I use. It's the Mario Badescu Skincare Cucumber Cleansing Lotion. And so what I do is, there's a little nozzle right here, and so what I do is I take a cotton ball and I put some of this on, and I just put it all over my face, just to kind of, like I said, prep my skin for the makeup that I'm gonna put on. And so after I do that, then I take I'm gonna show you some of my brushes that I use now. So this is the brush I use for my concealer, and it's called the RT21210, and it's the Expert. Let me see if it'll zoom in or focus. This is the Expert concealer brush. This is the one that I use to apply my concealer. and I might have to wash them. Sorry guys. There's a lot of like concealer stuff on here. So that's my concealer brush. And then after I put on my concealer, then I use, let me just take all this stuff out, maybe make it a little bit easier for me so I'm not like digging into my bag here. Oh, and I didn't show you guys my bag. I'll have to show you guys that at the end. So then after I put on my concealer, I use the Tarte powder, and if I want to open it, it looks like this. So what I do is I take, let's see, I take this brush, it's a bigger brush, and this one is the RT201, and it says the name of it too, which I really like about these brushes. Like, it tells you exactly what to use it for. So it says powder brush, and then on my concealer brush it literally says concealer brush. So that's what I really like about these brushes, is it literally tells me exactly what to use and what brush to use. So this is my powder brush, and it's fluffy, as you can see, big and fluffy. So then what I do is I take a little bit of the powder and I put it in the top, and what I do is I go ahead and I take my big brush and I mix it around like this, and then I just kind of go all over like this, making sure to really blend it in, because if you don't, then it's just gonna look cakey and it's not gonna look good, and it's just gonna look like you have like a whole bunch of concealer on your face, and that's not the look that we're going for. So just kind of go like that, and then close this up. And then what I do is, these are my concealer brushes, or concealers. So then blush. So this is the blush that I use. It's called Peaceful by Tarte. And I love this blush so much. I love like all of the pink color blush, eyeshadow, everything that's pink. I love it. So if I open it, this is what it looks like. And you saw my home screen a little bit on my computer. So this is the blush, and it's it's a really pretty pink color, and some of it came off, so sorry about the little gap right there. But so this is really pretty. I use this blush pretty much every day. If I'm going for a natural look, or if I'm going out somewhere, like this is like my go-to blush, so I use it every single day. And then the brush that I use it for, it's called the RT405, and then again it says, this one is called Instapop Cheek Brush, so that's for applying blush. And let me see if I zoom in. There we go. You can see cheek brush. And I love the colors of these brushes too. They're right up, like, my favorite colors are like purple and pink and blue. So anything like purple, pink, blue, I'm all for it. So this is my my blush brush. That's a tongue twister. Blush brush. So what I do is I take, and the good thing about this brush too is it's kind of angled, and you can kind of see that when you apply blush, it has to go, you take it and you put it like at the apple of your cheek, and then you go up. You never want to go down, because then it's gonna look like you just have like a whole bunch of pink stuff on your face, and that's not what we're going for. So what I do is I take a little bit, I take my brush and I go in like this, like so, and then I put it right at the apple of my cheek, and then I swoop up. You always want to go up. And you don't want to put too much on if you're going for a natural look, but if you're going for a more, like if you're going out somewhere and you kind of want to add more, you can. But for me, I always try to go for a natural look, especially if I'm just like going to work for the day, or if I'm just going out with friends or something, like not to like a party or anything, just like, you know, if we're going to the movies or something, like I always want to put less blush, so I always go up like that. And then I'll do it on the other side as well. So apple of your cheek, and then swoop up, go upwards like that. So that's for my blush. And then after blush is eyeshadow. So I have a couple of palettes that I use for eyeshadow, and I use one more than the other, but the other ones are really pretty, but they're more for of like when you're going out somewhere, like somewhere fancy or like a party or a club or something. But I'll go ahead and show you guys all of the palettes that I have. Oh, and then going back on the blush, this is kind of like a highlighter. I don't really use it as much, but it's actually a really pretty color, and I'm thinking that I should use it a lot more. But this is another one. It's a more of a peachy color, but it's super pretty, and it's from Milani, and it's called, let's see, I don't know if it has a name, but it says multi-purpose blush that shapes, contours, and highlights. So it kind of gives your makeup or your face a little extra glow. And this is really good if, like I said, if you're like going out to like a party or something, or somewhere fancy. This is definitely a good product to use. But me, I don't really go out to parties as much. I'm kind of just stay local to where I live. And I really only go to work and school and stuff, so I feel like I really don't need this. But yeah, it's called the Milani, and give you a close-up look of it. And then if you open it, it looks like that. So really pretty. Love it. And you can see the back of it too. Oh, I don't think it's zoomed. There we go. You can see the back. Okay. So eyeshadow. That's what we were talking. Gotta remember what I was on here. Okay, so this is the old palette. I'm gonna show you the old and then the new palette. So this is the palette that I mainly use. It's called ColourPop Blush Crush, and that's what it looks like. And then if you open it, it looks like this, and it has a lot of very pretty colors. There's one, it's called Lovesick. It's in the top left corner right here. And this one is kind of more of a natural kind of looking eyeshadow. I don't really use this one as much, not even when I go to work, because I don't know, I kind of don't like the way that it sits on my eyelids, so I really don't use that much. This one, I don't know what happened, but it's called Pop a Bottle. I think when I got the palette, it might have accidentally popped out, and I had to throw it away because it was like no good anymore. The third one on the top row is called The One, and it's kind of like the Lovesick one, but it's a little bit darker. The Lovesick one is kind of a lighter tone. And I do use the enamored sometimes, if I'm like going out somewhere, and I have to dress all nice and fancy. I do use the enamored, but it's pink, and it kind of has, when you apply it, it kind of has the glitter sparkle to it, so it kind of makes your eyes kind of pop a little bit. This one in the middle on the second row, this is the one that I use. As you can see, it's almost gone because I use it like so much, but it's called Made You Blush. That's the main one that I use. Hold on, let me put it up here. There we go. This is the one that I mainly use. It's called Made You Blush. And I use this one like when I'm going to work and just when I'm like going out with friends and stuff. This is my go-to eyeshadow. The next one, it's called Blossom Up. I don't really use this one as much, but it's right here. But it's kind of like the enamored. It has kind of, it's pink, and it kind of darker pink, and it has kind of the glitter when you apply it. It's really pretty. The one on the left, well, my left, you're right, it's called How Rouge, and it's more of a dark purpley color. It's right here. I don't really use that one as much either. The main one I use is the Made You Blush, which is the one in the middle, like I said. But I'm just gonna go through the whole palette because it's very pretty. The next one, it's called Cheek to Cheek, and it's a little bit lighter than the How Rouge, which is this one. And then Cheek to Cheek is this one, the one in the middle. And then finally, the last one is Blush Wine, and I think it's the darkest of the whole palette. So, but it's very, very pretty. And then on the back, it kind of gives you all of the names of the shadows, so you can see that. And then this is the same, this is the same palette, and it has all of the same names that I just mentioned, but it's new. So this one kind of looks more clean than the other one, but same name, same color, shade, everything. But I love this palette. It's very, all the colors are like right up my alley. So I'll put that, and let's see. Okay. So now I move on to the palettes that are more for fancy occasions. So there's one, this one's called Big Ego, and it's by Tarte. And let me open it. It has a little mirror, which is cute. So these shades, let me see if I can, okay. So the one, let me see if I can do this. Okay. So the one right here, the very, very dark purpley color, is called Strong. And I haven't used these as much because, like I said, I don't really go out as much because I'm working a lot. And then plus I'm in school, so I kind of go for a more natural look when I'm in school. But this one is called Strong, and it's very, it's a very dark purple color, but it's very pretty. Very, very pretty. So it's this one right here. That's called Strong. Let's see. The one in the middle, which is a little bit lighter, is called Goal Getter. And this one's kind of like a pale pink purple kind of color. So that one's called Goal Getter. This one is called Boss Babe, and this one is a much paler pink. So it's very, very pretty. I should actually start using that more than the darker pink in my last palette. But anyway, so that's pale pink. And then let's see. I think okay, so this one on the top is called Strong. Now we're moving to the bottom. So this one right here, the very, very dark purple, is called Empower. And I really like the name too because it's so dark and it could really like make your eyes look like powerful. So I really like the name for that one. The one in the middle right here on the bottom row is called Humble. And it kind of has that glitter to it. Like the, I think it was the Enamored and I forget what the other one is called, but I know Enamored was one of them in the last palette that I showed you guys. So that's Humble. And then finally the one here is called Positivity, which I love because I always try to be a positive person. So, and this one kind of has that glitter tone to it, and it's a darker purple, but a lighter purple, but it's also like a darker kind of pink color. It's definitely darker than the top one, but it's very, very pretty. And then, like I said, it gives you the names on the back. I don't know if you can really see them as well, but it's called that. Those are the names. There we go. Has a reflection and a glare. So that's the names. And then this one is called Tartlet, and I love the colors here because, like I said, my favorite color is purple. So this is kind of more like a lavender purple, and then this is more of a violet dark purple. Let me open. And then same thing, it has the names of the shades on the back. So I'll read them as I'm pointing to them, showing you guys. Okay. So this is what the Tartlet palette looks like. So this one right here is called Graceful, and it's kind of like a brownish color, almost like a brown, like pink or purple color. The one in the middle right next to it is called Bestie, which is kind of cute. And it's more of like a dark kind of peachy color. So, and then the one on the very end of the top row, this one, is called Traveler. And I think it would actually be a good shade if you were traveling. Not gonna lie. Because, when you're traveling, like, you don't want to go like all out with your makeup because, you're going to be on an airplane all day and, you don't want to go, all out. At least I don't, but some people do. But for me, it's not my thing. I always tend to go light, like natural a lot with my makeup, especially like, with traveling. And, if you have an early flight, like you're tired and it's like you don't want to, spend so much time on your makeup because you got a plane to catch. So that one's called Traveler. The one on the very bottom, this very, very dark purple one, is called Trailblazer. And that's more for like fancy dinners, I would imagine. And you don't want to put too much on or else it's going to kind of overpower and you don't want that. So that one's called Trailblazer. The one in the middle right here is called Dreamer. And it's actually funny because, on a side note, when I went to college, there was a concert that they had, and actually one of the band was named Dreamers. So I always thought of that when I look at that shade. And then finally, the last one is Go Getter. And this one's really pretty too. It has that glitter like the other ones I have in my other palette, in the ColourPop palette. So, but that one's really pretty too. Sorry, I'm kind of holding it back so you guys can't really see. But that's called Go Getter. So you have Graceful, Bestie, Traveler, Trailblazer, Dreamer, and Go Getter. So that's the Tartelette palette. And then finally, my last palette that I have is called Lights, Camera, Lashes. Not action, but lashes. Because it's a makeup, not film. But even though we love film, support to all the filmmakers out there. Okay, so this is what the palette looks like. I'm gonna kind of move it up a little bit closer. Okay, so this one is called Flirty, and ooh, that one's actually really pretty. It has that glitter again, and it's kind of like a brownish color. So it's really, really pretty. The one in the middle right here, actually I'll do it this way. The one in the middle right here at the top is called Iconic. And again, it has that glitter to it. And it's kind of like a peachy color. And then the one on the end in the top row is called Sassy. So if you were thinking you want to do like a sassy look, this would be the one for you. This one right here. And it's kind of like a orangey, kind of brown color. Really pretty. The one on the bottom right here is called Encore. And it's a glittery light pink shade. The one in the middle is called Fabulous. So if you want to be like Sharpay, this is the one for you. And finally, the one on the very end right here, it's called Showstopper. And it's a very light pink color, kind of like the Lovesick one in the ColourPop palette. But all very pretty colors. Wish I would, you know, go to more parties, but unfortunately I'm not a party person, so I don't really get to take advantage of these. But if I ever have events where I kind of need to go for a more, you know, not so natural look, then I can definitely use these palettes. Or if like Halloween or something, you know, I can always, if I you know, am dressing up as a character that wears a lot of makeup, I know I have the shades to do their makeup. So let's see. Oh, and then the brushes. So oops. This one is the one that I use to apply the eyeshadow, and it's called, let's see, it's called RT301, and again it says base shadow brush, and it's different than the other ones because this one is a darker purple color, and as you can see it has like the pink, because I said the pink, the one in the middle on the ColourPop palette is the one that I use the most. So but yeah, and it's much skinnier too, because you would think if you have a big brush and you're trying to apply the eyeshadow to your lids, you know, you couldn't do it with a really big brush. It just wouldn't look good. So that's why they kind of gave you a smaller brush, so that way you can, makes it easier for you to apply it. But that's the pink. Just touch it up. Here we go. My eyes are probably gonna be like really, really pink. My eyelids are probably gonna be like really pink right now. So, And then to kind of blend it in a little bit, this is the brush that I use. It's called RT300 and it's deluxe crease. So it kind of gets the eyeshadow to kind of sit and not look like you just took a whole bunch of it, did a whoop like that, and then just went whoop, there you go, done, you know? Like it helps to blend it and make it look more natural. So that's the brush. And then finally, well, second to last thing. So after I'm done with my eyeshadow, I kind of want to give my face that extra hydration and moisture. So this is the spray that I use. And it's called Mario Badescu Facial Spray with Aloe, Herbs, and Rose Water. And I love it. It makes my skin feel so hydrated and nice. And it smells really good too. So but this is the one. And then they also sell it in smaller bottles, but I just chose the big bottle because I'm starting to wear makeup a lot more. Because like I said, I never used to wear makeup in middle school or high school. I would only wear makeup for special occasions like homecoming and prom, but as far as like every day, I never used to wear makeup. But now since I'm working and, you know, I'm in college and going to school, you know, I'm starting to wear makeup a lot more. And then, let's see, a couple more things. So this is a spoolie. And it kind of helps to shape the eyebrows so that way they don't look all messy and fuzzy. But I don't really use this as much because my eyebrows always tend to maintain their natural arch shape. So I just kind of go like that. And it helps to keep them like straight too. And then this isn't part of the makeup, but this is just something I use. It's called the lip scrub. It helps to remove any like dead skin on the lips. And this one is Juicy Watermelon. And what I do is I usually just rub a little bit on my lips, then I wipe it. Or not wipe it, but I take water and I kind of like wash it away. And it helps to keep the lips very hydrated and very nice. So, and so the last thing I use, my mascara, and it's called Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I love this mascara because I know a lot of mascaras, when you put it on, it makes your eyes like very itchy and you always feel like you want to like rub your eye and everything. But this one is actually very like hydrating, very, it agrees with my skin because I have very sensitive skin. So I love this mascara. And unroll it, this is what it looks like. This is the wand. You just kind of go like that to make, and it really pops, makes your eyelashes pop too, which is what I love. I don't tend to do the bottom lashes because like I said, I'm going for a more natural look, but like I said, if you're going out somewhere, then I would say you can add mascara on the bottom lashes. Plus the bottom lashes are always so hard to do too. So, but yeah. And then, so I add the mascara. So I spray my face with this. And then the last step is I add mascara. And that is it for my makeup routine. And then this is just a like a little razor kind of thing to kind of remove like any hairs, because I know I get hairs like right here, and I always like want to remove them because it's self-conscious, you know. So that's that. And then these are just some of my old brushes. I don't really use them. I mainly use the one that I showed you guys. And then the last thing I wanted to show you guys is my makeup bag, the one that I use to carry everything. So this is my makeup bag. It has my name on it. It's personalized. Shout out to my aunt. She got this for me. And I'm sorry it's kind of a little dirty right now because there's a bunch of concealer and makeup on it, because like I said, I'm doing my makeup almost every day now. And then these are just the tweezers that I use if I have a couple you know, eyebrow hairs that are kind of out of place. So, but yeah, so that is the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed my what's in my makeup bag, and leave me suggestions down in the comment section about what you guys would like to see from me next, and I will be sure to look at them and take them into consideration. I normally don't post a lot on my channel because I'm always really busy with work, and then I'm in school as well, but I'm going to try to upload as much as I can. It might just be like a long time. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. Oh, and then last thing is this brush bath, which is really, I forgot about this. It's helps to clean the brushes so that you can, you know, basically have like a fresh start. But yeah, so what I do is I kind of just run this under water for a little bit, and then I take, let's say I take my concealer brush, and then I just kind of rub it against, this is like a little bar of soap in here, so you just kind of rub it against the soap, and it helps to get any of the excess makeup that's on the brush. So I like that. And okay, so now that's the end of my makeup tutorial, or my makeup, what's in my makeup bag. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.